Hi guys. Right, we will start off with sorry, Wednesday's homework. Got distracted by something there. In the right one? Yeah, third year maths. Okay. So, as part of a survey, 40 students were asked if they liked Adele or Bruno Mars. So Adele A, Bruno Mars B. Some of the results are shown in the Venn diagram. Copy and complete the Venn diagram. Okay, so I'm not going to copy it, I'm just going to complete it. So we make this part A. Okay, so it says there's 40 students in total. So that means there's 40 students in the universal set. So far in that Venn diagram, we have 17 who like Bruno Mars. We have 13 who like both Bruno Mars. We have 17 who like Adele. We have 13 who like both Bruno Mars and Adele. And then we have 5 who don't like either. So far we have 35 people in that Venn diagram. So that means there's 5 people missing. So they go in there. Okay, so part B, how many students like Bruno Mars? Okay, so these 5 students here like Bruno Mars, and these 13 like Bruno Mars and Adele, but they like Bruno Mars. Okay, so it's the 5 people who only like Bruno Mars, and then the 13 people who like both, making a total of 18 people who like Bruno Mars. Yeah? Okay, C. Describe in your own words the set B less A. Okay, so B less A, we start at B, there it is there, and we remove anything that's in set A. Okay, so what we're talking about is those 5 people. So they are 5 people who only like Bruno Mars. Yeah, that's what those 5 people are. So that part of the set are the 5 people who only like Bruno Mars. They don't like Adele. Yeah? Part D. What is, remember this hashtag symbol? Is the cardinal number of B less A. So we've done that. It's 5. Yeah, they're the 5 people. Again, describe in your own words A union B complement. Okay, so A union B complement. So here's A union B. And remember, the complement is everything outside of that. So we're talking about these 5 people here. So they are the 5 people who do not like Bruno Mars or Adele. And the next one is the cardinal number of that set, which I've just done again, included it. So there's 5 people. Yeah? Part G. In the survey, June had said she liked Bruno Mars only, but she now indicates that she likes Bruno Mars and Adele. Represent this new information on a Venn diagram. Okay, so we'll do it under here maybe? Okay, so I need a circle for Adele. Oh, sorry. I need a circle for Adele. I need a circle for Bruno Mars, and then I need my sorry, I'm gonna try that again. last time. If it doesn't work this time, it's grand. There you go. Okay, so the universal set is still 40 people. We're still talking about Adele and Bruno Mars. So June has now put herself where she likes both. So that means there's one extra person in the middle there. So that's gone to 14. Yeah? It doesn't change the amount of people that like Adele, but it brings the amount of people who likes Bruno Mars down to 4. Okay, because she was Bruno Mars only, which means she was originally in this section and she moved into this section. Yeah? So the 5 has gone down by 1 and the 13 has gone up by 1. Let's see what that adds up to. 17 plus 14 plus 4. Yep, that's 35, which still leaves the same 5 people on the outside. Okay, and what is the cardinal number of B less A? Okay, so B less A, here's B, yeah? Less A, so take away any bits that are in A. So take A away, and that leaves you with 4. So the cardinal number of B less A is 4. Okay? Friday the 26th. Okay, so we will go in and have a look at our higher level sets. Here we are. Okay, 3 sets. Now, this bit here is so important, okay? Where are we? Here. Okay. So what it does is it gives you all of the sections of a 3-way Venn diagram and it explains the notation, I suppose, connected with it. Okay, so we'll just go through each one. In the center here, that is where all 3 circles intersect. So it is A intersection B intersection C, and that will be reserved for elements that are common to all 3 sets. So to end up in that intersection, you have to be in set A, you have to be in set B, and you have to be in set C. Okay? Next one there, number 2, up here, okay? If you look here, okay, number 2 there is the intersection of set A and B. Can you see? If you look at that green bit, that's where the A and B circles overlap. Okay, but it doesn't include C. So in that section, we would put elements that are in A and B, but not in C. So if you have an element that's common to set A and set B, but not common to set C, okay? Notation-wise, A intersection B less C. Okay, so let me do that. I'll have to do it on the Venn diagram. Okay, so if I follow the notation, so A intersection B is my left-hand side, so that's this bit. Okay, that bit there, that's where A and B intersect. Yeah? Then less C means take away any elements in C, so we would take away this bit, and that leaves you with part 2. Okay, so that's how that notation works. So this was yellow and this was green. Okay, 3 and 4 are the same, just they're the intersection of different sets. Okay, so for number 3 there, it's, where are we? Number 3. Okay, so that's elements that are common to A and C, but not B. Okay, and you see that here. A intersection C, and then you want to take away, what happened there? Sorry now. So it's A intersection B, and then you want to take away, sorry, A intersection C, and you take away B. Okay, and then the next one down is number 4. Okay, and if we look at number 4 is the intersection of C and B, but not A. Okay, and you'll see that down here. It's the intersection of B and C, and then we want to take away A. Okay, just take all this off. So the next one down is part 5. Okay, so this is where you're out to the kind of set themselves. So this one here, number 5, is elements that are in A only. Okay, so this is elements that are in A and not in B or C. So they're only in A. Okay, and notation wise, we start with the set A and we take away any elements that are in B and C. Okay, and then you've the same, the next two are the same just for the other sets. So out here, number 6, that's elements that are in B but not in A or C. So that would be your B only. And then the next one is the same, but it's C only. And then the ones on the outside, so they're elements that are not in anything. And if you look at the notation, it's A union B union C complement. Or the other way we could do it, we came across this the other day, you could do the universal less A union B union C. Okay? So, like, we're going to go through a load of examples to continuously practice this, but that is so important. Okay, so you know the sets law thing I gave you? Where is that? Here. This thing. Okay, incredibly important. And then equally so for higher level is that table there. Okay, so that needs to be put into your notes. It's incredibly important and you need to understand it. Okay, so let's have a look at a question, all right? And I think this is probably the best way to kind of wrap your head around it. Okay, so this is heavily notated, so hopefully we'll break that apart. Okay, it says the universal set. Now, this is the important part. Look. Sorry, OneNote's a bit dodgy today. That, because we can read that, says X is less than 11. Yeah. And then this bit here says that X is a natural number. Okay, and remember natural numbers are positive whole numbers that start at 1. Okay, so we can then take that notation apart and we know that they're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they are natural numbers less than, give myself some space, less than 11. Okay, you will see here that we have set A, set B, set C. Okay, so no surprise, it's a 3-step Venn diagram. So let's draw it. Just leave that there. Okay, so we have set A, set B, set C, and then we'll do our universal rectangle. Let's try that again. Okay, so we go a little bit higher maybe. Yeah, all the way across. Okay, perfect, that one worked. Okay, so we have our universal set. We have set A, we have set B, and we have set C. Okay, and we always do it in that order, right? A is on the left, then B, then C. Try and get into the habit of drawing a big Venn diagram. There's nothing worse than like really squishy tiny Venn diagrams and then you can't see the numbers, so don't do that. Okay, so A, it says, is the first 5 natural numbers. I'm going to write my sets over to the side, so the first 5 natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Can you see that? Okay. B is 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, so B is 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. And C is 3, 5, 7, 8. Yeah? Okay. So we're going to use that to fill out the Venn diagram. Okay, and just like we did with the two set ones, we're going to ignore the universal set until the very end. Okay, so remember what I said when you're filling out a Venn diagram, you start in the very, very center. The very, very center here is elements that are common to all three sets. So do we have an element common to all three? We do, look. Sorry, I was trying to see, talk, and we have a 5, and a 5 common to all three sets. So that goes in the very center. Yeah? So now I'm going to work up here. So that's elements that are common to A and B, but not in C. So are there any numbers that are in A and B that are not in C? So there's a 4 in A and there's a 4 in B, and there's no 4 in C. Okay, so that will work. So we put that in there. Okay, now I'm going to go over here. So these are elements that are in A and C, but not in B. So is there anything common between A and C? So the top one and the bottom one. There is. There's a 3 here and a 3 here, and there's no 3 in that one. So that is going to be 3. Yeah? And then the last intersection here is the one between B and C. So is there anything common between B and C? There is. And is there an 8 up in A? No. So an 8 goes in there. Okay, so now we're out to the elements that are only in A. So the elements, oh no, look, I've missed one. Look, what colour did I do that? Green. So there's a 2 in B and a 2 in A. So that's between B and A. So that needs to go in here. So 2 and 4. Can't believe I missed that. But that, I mean, that'll happen. When you're trying to work between three sets, it can happen. Like, so just take, like, exactly what I did there. Take a bit of care. Don't just throw the numbers in. Really look. So yeah. So there are actually 2 elements common between A and B that aren't in C. Okay, perfect. So now I think we're safe. So are there any elements left that are only in A? There's 1. Any elements only in B? The number 6. And any elements only in C? The number 7. Okay, so then we have to look at the universal set. So do we have a 1? Yep. 2? Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6 is there. 7 and 8 are there. There's no 9 and there's no 10. So I put 9 and 10 in the universal set. Yep. So there you go. I've represented that on a Venn diagram. Okay, so that's how you fill in 3 set Venn diagrams. All right. Okay. So make sure you take all that down. We've a lot more work to do on those. So homework. I'm not going to give you any homework, like I said, during the week. You have that algebra revision to do. So work away on the algebra revision. Make sure that's done. That's kind of a big body of work. It's probably the biggest bit. And I purposely left it over the Easter holidays, so I don't want to give you any homework to do. Okay, so for this video, please make sure that you have taken down the notation and the English for 3 set Venn diagrams. Make sure you understand the example I did and why I put everything where I put it. And then when we get back, I'll talk about that stuff as well. We will practice loads more 3 set Venn diagrams, okay? There's like problem solving ones to do, and then there's really nice ones where, I don't know if you'd agree that they're nice, but I like them, where they leave you with unknowns. So they'll say things like, I don't know, the number of elements common to all three sets is X. So you're kind of doing a little bit of algebra connected with the sets, which is nice. So like we probably have 2, maybe 3 classes left. So we'll get a good bit of practice with these 3 set Venn diagrams, and then we'll move on. All right, so have a lovely Easter. Please catch up on your revision. It's so important. And hopefully I will see you in class on Monday the 12th. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.